everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see from the title of the video, I will be doing a health update of my diabetes and my high blood pressure and how it's going today. I did a video back in 2017 when I was pregnant with my son on living with diabetes and high blood pressure while you're pregnant. So today I'm going to do a diabetes and high blood pressure update, and I'm not pregnant. So let's just jump right into the video. I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2010. After I had my firstborn son, I really didn't know nothing about diabetes, and I really didn't know about how to eat right and do and everything that you were supposed to do and everything that goes along with diabetes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, at that particular point in time, I really wasn't interested. I was young and I was crazy. So I started working at a nursing home, and I started seeing people with diabetes. They just looked, I don't know how to explain it, but it still didn't phase me enough to where I would do what I was supposed to do. In 2012, in 2014, I got pregnant with my middle boy. And if y'all saw that video that I did in 2017 talking about my kids and me being pregnant, Jack was born 3 weeks early. He weighed 12 pounds, 12 ounces, and he had to go to the NICU because of his breathing. The reason why, because my diabetes was very uncontrolled, and when you're pregnant and you have diabetes, it can make your baby grow big, but the side effect of that is he had to stay in the NICU because he couldn't breathe, and he was so big. He was 12 pounds, 12 ounces. If I can link a picture of him in here, I will link it right now so you can kind of see how big he was. And so after I had him, I started eating right. I stopped eating a lot of red meat. I stopped doing eating a bunch of sweets. I still was drinking sodas out of control, and I was not exercising it as much as I wanted to, but I was still going to the gym like maybe once a week. So it kind of kept my diabetes at bay, but it didn't keep my diabetes controlled. So when I found out I was pregnant with Gavin, I knew I did not want him to have to go through what his brother went through. So I started eating right. I was walking. I was taking my medicine, checking my sugar on a regular basis, and he came out fine. He was only 8. He was 814, which is still a little big, but he wasn't huge like Jack was. So after I had him, and I got checked in 2000 and last year, 2019, I had started doing what I needed to do to get, my diabetes under control. So in April of 2019, when she did my A1C, and A1C is pretty much when they check your glucose levels for the previous 3 months. My A1C was a 5.9. That's where she wanted it. She was really happy with it, and I was only on one medicine, which was the metformin 500 milligrams, but she wanted me to get it down lower, so she put me on Trulicity. Let me tell y'all something. That Trulicity was horrible. I could not take it. It made me very, very sick. And some people can take it and deal with it. And Trulicity is a shot that you give yourself in the stomach once a week. It made me so sick. I couldn't do it. But she put me on the Trulicity, yeah, about that time. So I took it for maybe a month or two. My body just couldn't handle it. When I say it made me sick, I had a very sour stomach, and I lived on Pepto-Bismol because of the sour stomach. So I just started taking my metformin, still not exercising, still not really doing what I was supposed to do, starting last year, April. And slowly but surely, it creeped up. And I ended up being hospitalized in July. They had me on insulin. My blood pressure was fine, but they were still dealing with my diabetes being uncontrolled. So she saw me in September, October sometime to do another A1C check. And when she did that A1C check, y'all, my doctor let into me, and she let into me and wouldn't let me go. Honey, I thought she was a pit bull with food in his mouth and just shaking it. You'd have thought I was a rag doll. She was letting into me. My A1C was a 9. Y'all, if anybody know anything, 9 is ridiculously out of control. Do you understand me? And that's what my diabetes was. It was ridiculously out of control. The only thing that she said good about anything was my blood pressure. My blood pressure, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure in 2012. We're not going to get into why I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. We're not going to talk about that on here. But just know stress is a real cause of high blood pressure. And at that time I was very stressed out. So she put me on, what am I on? Amlodipine. And she put me on the Spirlactin. She put me on Spirlactin. It's a water pill that helps you get rid of water, but it doesn't take your potassium away like hydrochlor HTZ would do. I can't pronounce them. I can't pronounce half this medicine. So she put me on that, and she put me on amlodipine, and that pretty much keeps my diabetes, my high blood pressure very controlled. Thank God. So I don't really have a lot of issues with my high blood pressure. The issue that I'm having now is with my diabetes. Because she was happy with my high blood pressure. I had a normal blood pressure when I went and saw her back in October, I want to say. Yes, it was October because I was supposed to go back and see her in November, and I just could not get to see her. So she wanted to see me. My next appointment with her is February. I have to go in February to see her. So this is the downside of you not taking care of yourself. Where I am okay with my blood pressure, and I try my best to make sure I take my amlodipine and my Spirlactin every night, because my amlodipine makes me very sleepy, and Spirlactin I just take it at night just cause, and it doesn't really work well until the morning. So I'm able to take it at night, and I haven't had any. The only time I have headaches is when I don't take an amlodipine at night, and I gotta get it back in my system. It gives me a very bad headache. So that is the upside of all of this. Now, once I get my diabetes under control, we'll be sitting pretty. So you might be asking, so are you in the process of getting your diabetes under control? And the answer is yes. I started in October when I got that 9 A1C, trying to get my diabetes under control. Because that is something that you don't want to hear, knowing the side effects of having diabetes. You have kidney failure, you can go blind, you can have strokes, it's just, you can lose limbs. It's just so many things that can happen when you have high blood pressure and diabetes. I got one under control, but the other one's not. So I'm in the process of changing that for me. When I started in October, I weighed 305 pounds. When I weighed myself on New Year's Day, I was 292 pounds. So I lost a total of 12 pounds. No. Yes, I think that's... Yes. I lost a total of 12 pounds. Which is exciting for me, but I know my doctor's going to want me to lose more weight than that. Instead of drinking regular sodas, I did switch to diet sodas, but then I realized that I can't drink a lot of diet soda, so I kind of cut out. And I'm really proud of myself, because the day when I was at work, I had water. I didn't drink a diet soda. I normally try to drink one soda when I'm at work just to get me a little pumped and give me a little flavor. But I just drank water all day today. I didn't have anything but water. So to me, that is an accomplishment. And I gave up on a lot of red meat. I don't eat a lot of red meat because red meat kind of gives me a headache now. Like today, I did have like 2 pieces of bacon. I kind of got a slight little headache knowing that I can't have that stuff. So, it's all about figuring out what works for you and doing the things that you need to do. Like when I eat my turkey bacon, I'm good. Tonight, my husband fixed breakfast, and I couldn't eat he had made regular sausage and I didn't eat it. I ate my turkey bacon. And I'm just finding ways to deal with, getting my blood pressure under control and taking the medicine that they have me on. So now with my Farxiga, I notice a big change in my blood pressure. Whereas my fasting, that's like in the morning time, was like 230 something. My fasting has been at the lowest since I've started taking the Farxiga a couple weeks ago. It's 139. So it's getting where it needs. It's getting down, but it's not quite yet where it needs to be. Excuse me, and I'm trying my best to get it there. It's gonna take time, and if you're living with diabetes and you're living with high blood pressure, it's gonna take time. It's a lifestyle change. You just can't do a quick change and think you're gonna be okay, because you're not. You have got to make sure you do the things that you're supposed to do to get your health under control and to get everything that you need to do. Get done the things that you need to do to make sure that you live a long and healthy life. Just don't take for granted that you're on a bunch of medicine and say, hey, my medicine and take my levels down where they need to, because they're not. Not with diet, not without diet, not without exercising, and not without you doing what you're supposed to do. You need to do what you need to do to live a long life for your family. So that's pretty much it for my update, y'all. I'm going to keep y'all posted on the things that I do to get my A1C down. And I'm going to try my best to, especially when I go back to the doctor in February, I'll let y'all know where my A1C is and how my blood pressure is doing and everything else that's going on as far as my health. I do these videos because I know it's people out there that has high blood pressure and has diabetes, and they may not have nobody to talk, listen to, or have a support system, or even know anybody that's going through it. Honey, I've been doing this I've been dealing with it for 10 plus years with the diabetes, and since 2012 for the hypertension. So if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section, and I would love to do a Q&A if you have questions for me about diabetes and hypertension. And I do know the effects of of all having uncontrolled diabetes and uncontrolled hypertension, and just having a bad health all around. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and comment. Please share with somebody, so somebody that you might know is living with diabetes and high blood pressure. And they might want to see this video and see that I am, on a journey to get myself down, get my A1C down, make sure my high blood pressure stay down. But I'm here to let y'all know that it can happen. And I'll start filming my breakfasts and my lunches, and just kind of show you what I eat on a day-to-day basis to kind of keep my sugar down. I might even do a video where I show y'all my finger sticks when I check my glucose levels during the day. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. And as always, God bless. Bye.